Hello. I do not know how much time I have to make this video because my mom and I are going to get some food because I just logged off of work. But let's just get into the video. Let's just get into it because I love to talk a lot. So let's try to just get down to it. I've been wanting to talk about what it's like working 3 jobs. And it's been pretty much about a month since I have fully been doing everything. You know what I'm saying? It kind of started, it was like a domino thing, and now we are full blown doing everything all at once. And it's been a month later since I kind of started my jobs, you know? And so I really wanted to talk about that, you know? So I work 3 jobs. What are my jobs? I have a full-time work from home job. I have a part-time work from home job, and I work at the stadium on the weekends, like one weekend day. And but sometimes it can be 2 weekend days, and sometimes it's none for that one. And then I also have side hustle work that I could do. I haven't really been doing it much lately. I've been kind of doing stuff here and there, but I haven't really been doing my side hustle work too much. I actually have a payment that I could send to my PayPal as we speak, and I probably should do that. Anyway, I've been doing self-employment before I pursued 3 jobs, so by default, that's something that I still could do to make extra money. I just kind of don't do it right now, but I will get to it. I will find time to do it. But yeah, so like little internet stuff, and like also just UGC content, like making reviews for products and posting it on social media. I was doing that here and there before I started my jobs too. I took a break, but I will be getting back into that as well. All of that is side hustle work. Is really not any actual real jobs though, but it is money, and that's stuff I used to do. So anyway, let's get into it. What it's like working 3 jobs. I don't mind it. It's what I wanted. It's what I aspired for, and I am here. It's happening. My 3 jobs may look different from other people working 3 jobs. Some people may work 3 full-time jobs, and honestly, kudos to you. We live in a world where unfortunately a lot of Americans have to pick up multiple jobs in order to make ends meet. And this is probably other people in other parts of the world as well, but I live in America, and we are noticing a shift happening where life is expensive, and you know, you need to have multiple jobs in order to make ends meet. Some of us. Now, if you're one of the lucky ones who have a high paying job, and you can have one job that pays 11 grand a month, and you know, good for you. Good for you. It must be nice. I'm very happy for you. But a lot of us, that's just not the reality. Okay. I have worked a lot of jobs throughout my life, just entry level stuff, just minimum wage type of jobs, you know, and it's really been this back and forth between working and being self-employed, because I really have always just wanted to build a business. That's why I didn't go the route of going to college or going through a trade or anything like that. It's still an option, you know, but the route that I really want to go into is business and self-employment, and I'm still wanting to do that, you know. So I always just kind of had entry-level jobs, you know, blah blah blah. So it's kind of been this back and forth thing. So I've done a lot of jobs throughout my life, and I've had a lot of entry level. I had done a lot of self-employment stuff as well. And I just got to a point to my life where I just wanted to have multiple jobs. I saw more and more people do it on social media, and I was like, I need to get my life together. Maybe this is what it would take for me to get my life together. So how it works for me is, you know, my full-time job is Monday through Friday, 8 in the morning till 4:30 p.m. My part-time job really does, it's more of a freelance kind of thing, and I make my own hours, so I really can just work in between, or I really can just find time elsewhere. But I do try to get a certain amount of hours. Since it's a part-time job, I just try to do 20 hours a week. And then my stadium job is on the weekends, like we talked about. So like, I feel good about what I do. I think that working from home really helps because, like I said, I've had many jobs before where I've done retail and where I've had to stand, and it's just very nightmarish, to be completely honest with you. Like, one of the jobs I used to have was Walmart, so you know, it's just not, Walmart is just not, I don't like that job. I'm just but it's one of the longest jobs I've had, and I've had many other jobs, but I appreciate what I have now after having a lot of crappy jobs in the past. I really appreciate what I'm doing right now. I'm chilling. Like, I sit at an office, I sit in my office, in my room, and they provided the equipment, so it's, you know, and the work is very low stress. I'm not on the phones. I've had a call center job before working from home, and I am extremely grateful to not have a phone job. And that's what that is. That's what that is. And same with my part-time job. It's also just, don't have to be on the phone or anything. Don't have to deal with people in any capacity, really. I'm babied by my jobs. I'm babied. Okay? I'm taken care of. I'm so babied by my jobs, and I love it. I love it. I'm so spoiled by my jobs. I think that's my mom.
Finally got out.
Okay. So yes, I love it. It really works well with my schedule as far as my kids, because my son goes to school, and then of course eventually my youngest will also go to school. But still, if you look at it like this, my oldest goes to school. He rides the bus. I wake up at 6:30 in the morning. I get him ready for school. He's off to school. The bus is coming by 7. It gives me an hour from 7 to 8 to really kind of get my mind ready to start working, and then I work from 8 till 4:30 with a 30-minute lunch. That's fine. So from 8 at 4:30, you know, Remy gets back home before I get off of work, and so that works out. And then it also works out with my other child who is not in school yet, and just being able to be at home with him. I don't have to worry about somebody watching him if I was working away from the house. So that's also really amazing and convenient. And I always say that work from home jobs are such a great opportunity for single moms. You know, if you're a single mom and you don't have a village and you can't, you know, daycare is extremely expensive and stuff like that, like, it gets really complicated trying to figure out what to do with your child. Well, work from home jobs are great, especially when you're not on the phones, because I can understand having a phone job and your child being loud. I get it, you gotta do what you gotta do, and I've been there, but it's really challenging to try to do a phone job when you have a crying baby that won't settle down and a person is on the phone, and it's just like really stressful. So whatever, that's why I love this. It's very peaceful. And then, you know, after work, like, I've never worked a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday job before, so just, that's really cool, because society is built off of that schedule. At least society here in the United States, you know, right? It's built off of 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. So just know that when Friday comes, I'm extremely in a good mood. I was just thinking to myself, Friday is the best day of the week. It's the best day of the week. Even though I do still have to work on Fridays, it's such the feeling. I'm a very big on vibes. Very big on vibes, you guys. If there's anything you should know about me, the vibes are high on Fridays. The vibes are high on Fridays, and they're at the lowest on Sunday. They're at the lowest on Sunday evenings. But I don't have one of those soul-sucking jobs that are just like, oh my God, I just can't do it. Like, the work is fine, but you do kind of say like, dang, the weekend passed by real quick. Like, that's crazy. I didn't have time to really enjoy my time off. But Friday is amazing because just the thought of it being the weekend is like amazing, you know? Sometimes I work on a weekend day, sometimes it's a Saturday, sometimes it's a Sunday. And I don't really complain about having to work on the weekend because it's money, you know? And here's the thing. Some people may be like, why do you have multiple jobs? What is the goal here? You know, for me, I just kind of wanted to explain to you, first of all, that what I'm doing is comfortable for me right now. Like, I am not overextending myself with all of my jobs. Everything flows together and works really well for me and my schedule and my life. And I don't have any complaints about what I do. I don't feel overworked. I don't feel too tired. I don't feel like I don't get enough sleep. I don't feel like I don't have a work-life balance. Everything flows very nice, and I have routine in my life, and I have time for myself. I have time for my family. Everything is flowing very, very nicely. I'm in a very good place, you know? So once again, me working multiple jobs may look different from somebody else working multiple jobs. Someone might be a waitress and working retail and doing something else, and it's just like, that would be very, very tiring. That would be very, very exhausting, you know? Just 2 retail jobs, you know? So with me working from home and working low stress jobs and this and that, it's really, really doable. And I feel very, very good where I am. And the money is there. It's so good that I probably could take on another job, which I'll probably talk about at another time. I've thought about it, but I'm not in a rush to do that right now. I make very good money right now, and I'm really not even, you know, but I've thought about it because I'm like, well, I can hit my goals much sooner. So anyway, the goals. Obviously, I'm just like, I want to get a car. I want to move out. I want to have a savings account. I just want to get my life together. I have some things to do. I got to pay off a little bit of debt. I have to get my license back. Like, I just have, you know, I need some money to just get my life together. Okay. OMG, guys. It's been some time. And I'm back. It's been hours since my last clip, so I really don't know exactly where I left off, what I was talking about, but I will try to just continue the conversation a little bit. So basically, long story short, the work aspect of having multiple jobs is totally doable for me, and what I am particular doing and how I got things set up. I definitely feel like it's divine intervention that God set this up, honestly, because in a world where it's so difficult for people to find jobs, find one job, I was able to get all my jobs pretty easily. And with everything working and flowing together very well, I really just give the credit to God to have things work out the way it worked out, because it didn't have to, you know, it didn't have to work out as seamless. And I would have still been okay with it, but it wouldn't have been as nice as it is. So I really think that's like really, I appreciate that a lot. And so I did want to talk about the money. Let's talk about the money though. The money is nice. Really, really nice. I'm actually, my mom just bought some tickets to Usher concert. So I'm going to have to send her the money, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just able to just do that on a whim because I have the money to do that. I have the money to just buy the things that I've always, it's not that, because I'm really not even getting into, oh, I can finally buy all the things I never was able to afford. It's not really that. Like, I'm actually trying to prioritize saving But it just feels good to have money to do cool things from time to time. So for example, like just being able to go shopping and just buy some stuff. I don't do any deep crazy spending, but I like to go to certain places like say Five Below. You guys know I love that store. And I can just spend some money there and not feel guilty about it. I used to go into that store and look around and know I didn't have $1 to spend, and that just happened a lot. I would just go into stores and window shop and I was not able to buy anything, and it just really, it was whatever. I mean, it's not like I was just hurt about it, but it feels good to finally go into a store and actually buy something if I wanted to, like if I don't see something that I'm going to want to buy, then I'm not. But it feels good to see something you like and actually be able to buy it and not feel anything about it, not feel guilty about it. Like, it feels good to have enough money to take care of the things you need and the things you want. It feels good to help my family with things, fill up my mom's gas tank, pay for things here and there. It feels good to be able to have money when random things pop up and I don't have to say, well, I gotta wait till I get paid, or I have to wait, da 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 da. Once again, to reiterate, I do still live with my parents. That's not gonna be forever, but I just now started working. And what am I trying to say? Because of that, I don't have any deep bills right now, and so I can kind of, what am I trying to say? I can save money and stuff. So I always kind of think to myself, if you live with your parents and you have a job, you shouldn't be living paycheck to paycheck. Unless you're giving your parents all your money. Like if you live at home and you don't have any deep bills to pay, you shouldn't be living paycheck to paycheck. So I made sure that was something that I do immediately, is just save up some of my paychecks so that I don't have to say, oh, let me wait till I get paid to do that. I don't honestly want to ever say that ever again. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever want to say, oh, I'm broke, let me wait till I get paid to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to create that for myself. I'm trying to save my money. I don't save all of it. Don't get me wrong. I don't save all of it. But I do make enough money to where I can save a good amount and I can still spend a good amount. So anytime you guys see me spend money on my channel, first of all, I don't buy a bunch of expensive stuff anyway. And it may seem like I spend hundreds of dollars, but when I'm making thousands, I don't want to talk about how much money I make. I don't. I make enough to save pretty good and still spend. And that's the real flex. That's the real flex, is to be able to safely save money, but also spend at the same time. Because guess what? Yes, when you do start working, it does feel nice to treat yourself and to buy things for yourself. And once again, I've always been self-employed. It's never like I've been unemployed, but I wasn't making much money a couple of months ago, throughout my 20s in general. And it's just been this love-hate relationship with money. Really not even love-hate. It's just been this negative relationship with money for so long. But, just entering that era where I can kind of just treat myself and buy little things just because, I don't know. I mean, we're going to talk about how I spend money, because I do spend money with a purpose. I don't spend money and buy stuff just to buy stuff. I buy things that I actually use. I don't participate in overconsumption. I buy things that I actually use and need, So there's still more things, when I say there's work to be done, I don't just mean like the obvious things like saving up for a car and things like that. I also mean like I need a new wardrobe, like I need new shoes, like I just need to be renewed, and like there's just certain things I really kind of need. I need new pillows. I mean, I want to do a little teeny tiny room makeover, just the tiniest. And mainly I just want to get some new pillows, and get a new rug. I got a rug over here. I don't like it. I need something more structured. But other than that, I'm not trying to do too much. I do want new clothes and new shoes. But once again, I can spend at the same time that I save. That's the thing. I have a job for saving money, and I have a job for spending. You know what I'm saying? You get it. You get it. When you have multiple jobs, you can do stuff like this. You can save a crazy amount of money, but you can also treat yourself and spend money on the side. So that's why I love it here. That's why I love it here. I don't have many complaints about my life right now. There's a lot of balance in my life. I don't feel overstrung, or, you know, like I don't feel like there's too much going on. And I like a lot going on, but I don't need too much going on. It's a perfect balance. And I like being busy. Don't get me wrong. I do. But most of my busy is being at home, you know? So, I don't know. I'm looking at an email that I got. What else is there for me to really share about working multiple jobs? I shared in another video that one of my biggest goals is to, outside of the things I already talked about, one of my biggest goals is to save up a chunk of money. Like, I want to save $10,000 to $15,000 before I move out of my parents' house. And also, I guess you could talk about this. Do I want to do this forever? Like, do I want to hit my goal and then what? What happens when I hit my goals? I'm still going to be doing this. I mean, we don't know what the future holds, but as far as what I'm concerned, everything that I'm doing, I'm still going to be doing for the foreseeable future unless something better comes along. That's it. If something better comes along, then cool. We don't want something worse to happen, but if something better comes along, then by all means, like, you know, and whatever that means, if it means a promotion or if it means business that I built, I don't know. But, I just am grateful for where I am and what is going on. And do I recommend other people to work multiple jobs? Honestly, do what you gotta do. And if you do work multiple jobs, do something that's not really strenuous on your body or your mind. Try to find low stress jobs. That's the real tea, is working jobs that are low stress and not really strenuous on your body, because that's when it becomes really, really difficult. That's when it's like, you can only do this for a little bit, is because, you know, it's literally just bad for your health, you know, like that's not what's going on with me. So, you know, don't work 2 retail jobs, you know what I'm saying? It's not, you know what I'm saying? Don't work 2 fast food jobs, you know what I'm saying? It's like, do something where you're not doing too much, like a hotel concierge or something, or I don't know, like a secretary at a desk or something. Like, just find those easy jobs. Oh, you know what? My mom, she knocked over them books. That's what she knocked over, because I noticed it. But yeah, I think that's the real flex is, or the real secret to working multiple jobs is doing jobs that are easy. And if you can, jobs that are flexible. If you can find flexible or easy, that is in the sector where you need to be, because otherwise it's difficult. And I don't know. So in that regard, I would say, yeah, work multiple jobs. And, you know, I would say if you gotta do what you gotta do, work multiple jobs. But, you know, other than that, I would say it's not for the weak. But, you know, we live in a society where you just got to do what you got to do to survive. And I understand that. And I feel like it's an option. It's an option that's out there. And it's not as bad as you may think it is. And, yeah. So I'll leave at that. And I'll talk to you guys later in another video.